The Owen James Report is brought to you by
This program is brought to you by the Grace Kennedy Group. We choose to care. Grace Kennedy Money Services has been here for you and your family, here and abroad, because we understand that you're receiving more than money. You're receiving their love. Grace Kennedy Financial Group has been here for you because we know it's more than just investments, insurance, or banking. It's about security and creating a path to realizing your dreams. For 90 years, honesty, integrity, and trust. The Grace Kennedy Group, we choose to care.
Good evening. This is the Owen James Report. A semblance of order appears to be returning to the foreign exchange market on a day when the commercial banks and other licensed financial companies bought almost $48 million and sold $34.6 million. The Jamaican dollar strengthened slightly against the three regularly traded international currencies. In other words, the US and the Canadian dollars, as well as the British pound, weakened against the local currency. Here are the numbers. The US dollar lost 2 cents Jamaican, closing at an average selling rate of $112.70. The Canadian dollar declined by 77 cents Jamaican to close at $105.30, whilst sterling fell by 25 Jamaican cents to close at $192.28. News on the Jamaican stock market now, where despite a loss of 15.7 points or 0.02% in the combined index, the main JC index and all the other indices advanced marginally. 18 stocks traded today, with 4 advancing, 8 declining, and 6 holding firm. The winners were Grace Kennedy, Panjam Investment Trust, Scotia Group, and Supreme Ventures. The losers included Lasco Distributors down 7.7%, Lime down 10.7%, NCB, Sadcor Group, and Sadcor's Real Estate X Fund. The auditing firm PricewaterhouseCoopers PwC is expressing concern over the revenue-generating measure of the imposition of GCT on imported services announced by the Finance Minister in his April budget presentation. According to PwC, the proposals have created significant disquiet as there has been anticipation as to what the enhanced framework along with the specific rules would require, particularly with respect to the claiming of input tax credits that will guide the implementation. The Provisional Collection of Tax Order 2014, dated June 28, introduced certain amendments, including a definition of what constitutes imported services, specific requirements regarding the accounting for GCT on imported services, and specific rules and restrictions regarding the claiming of input tax credit. The amended GCT Act defines imported service as the supplier of services to Jamaicans by a person who is not a resident of Jamaica, and also one who is a resident in Jamaica but whose services are supplied by a business he owns outside of Jamaica. Finally, in Caribbean business news, the Caribbean Development Bank, the CDB, has provided loans totaling $30 million to Belize and 3 Eastern Caribbean countries for various projects including development financing, energy, and highway upgrading. The CDB has provided Belize with a loan of $10.5 million to boost loans to the micro and small business sectors and to improve home ownership. Grenada has received a loan of $10 million from the Caribbean Development Bank to support the government's institutional reform thrust. Over in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the CDB has provided loans totaling $9 million to upgrade highways and river defense, while in Dominica, the CDB has provided $500,000 to stimulate a pilot project in energy efficiency. And that's the Owen James Report. Good evening.
The Owen James Report was brought to you by
Grace Kennedy.
This program was brought to you by the Grace Kennedy Group. We choose to care.